Okay, what's happening, peeps? Jezza here again. Vlog number 2. You guys have prompted me to keep doing these, so I guess I might as well. Um, you guys blew out my expectations for views. I did get more than 20 views, so yeah, that makes me look silly. The comments I absolutely adored and loved. Thank you guys. That's what I love. I love comments. I love feedback. Um, Thank you to PS3 Wingman X, who's now prompted me to change the name of the show. You're a genius. So, all thanks to you. Um, One thing I want to talk about today and one rant. So the first thing I want to talk, or the only thing I want to talk about today, is bullying and sort of e-bullying. Is that a term? Internet bullying, you know, and the differences between back when I was younger and um, now. Yeah, back when I was younger, bullying was a school thing. Okay, it would only ever happen at school. I shouldn't say that, but it would only happen outside of school if you happened to run into that person, which, in most instances, if you didn't hang around in the same spots, it was very rare. So you could mostly avoid it outside of school, but you couldn't avoid it inside of school. And I'm sure it's the same way today, that the majority of it will happen within school and face to face. That being said, though, nowadays they have the ability to be able to have the anonymity of not, having that power of the person not knowing who they are, and so really being able to say what they want, and usually in the rudest or the crudest or the most hurtful manner that they can, because they're not constrained, they're not constricted as to what they will say to this person, because the person doesn't know who they are. That is a little bit terrifying, and I can understand how, you know, these days the 12 and 13-year-olds would freak out when these sort of things happen. Being new to the internet and the interwebs and the community and the evil people that are out there. And I'm not saying everyone's evil, but everybody has that evil streak. And when they get a bee in their bonnet about something, most people don't hold back. They're pretty friggin' ruthless. Um, we don't like, as far as we're concerned on YouTube and what have you. Like, we're lucky because we've got nice people. But like, we had a bad review written about us, and the guy was fucking raw. Like, a little bit rawer than I actually thought I'd ever expect to hear from a review. I thought most people would be happy with our stuff. But anyway, that's regardless. That's a small piece of what these kids are having to go through. And, like, we've all had to go through some form of bullying. It's very rare that you go through your life without somebody being having some form of intimidation over you. Um, I don't give advice. Okay, I'll only ever give my opinion. I'm no role model, so by all means, my opinion is my opinion. But a lot of these things get blamed on the parents. I'm a parent, so these ideas and these concepts scare the shit out of me when it comes to my daughter. She's only 3 at the moment, so the worst thing she can do is accidentally turn on my iPhone, and well, no, not accidentally. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's 3, and make a phone call, right? she's I don't want her to be a victim of these sort of things, but it's bound to happen. Um, and I don't think these days you can blame the parents anymore, because kids are just too smart. It doesn't matter what the parents do. At the end of the day, at the ages of 12 or 13, you're going to follow whatever your friends do anyway. Whether it be smoke, whether it be drink, whether it be get Facebook. It's all within the same realm. Whatever they're going to do, you're going to do. Sad to say, and not always the case. You do have the odd free-thinking person out there at that sort of age, but it's, once again, very rare. Um, and it's not a bad thing. It's sort of what society expects from you at that age. Um, but it's still not fair. It's one of these things that, if you can avoid it, you should avoid it. There are times when Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of thing, you have to have some sort of backbone, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but you have to be a little bit hardened to the world and to people. if you're going to be on a social network or part of the internet, because there's fuckwits out there. There are real assholes in this world. Um, me included. I can be a bit of a prick sometimes with some of my comments, but then they're not aimed at 12-year-olds. They're aimed at professionals or people who call themselves professionals. So yeah, but this is one of these things that in society I believe that it should be addressed. Maybe kids should be educated a little bit more before they get into high school as to how to deal with these things. Whether or not I'm too far gone from school as far as what's in the curriculum anymore. But maybe it's one of those things that should be instilled in the curriculum. Sort of pre-prepping you for bullying, because you know what, guys, it's gonna fucking happen. But if it does, it's how you deal with it. And I know the old saying, don't feed them and they won't come back. It really does work. Not replying to these guys, not taking notice to what these people have to say, really not giving a fuck. Okay, it's as simple as that. Sometimes you just don't have to give a fuck what people think. Most of these people, it's coming from somewhere, and it's probably not you. It's probably something else that's, pissing these people off. They're just taking it out on you, which is unfortunate. But that's pretty much my wrap on bullying as far as that's concerned. My rant for today: white guys using the N word on Twitter. Now, maybe it's just me, but last time I checked, using the N word on Twitter is still derogatory and it's still racist. Okay? Now, even for a black guy to be using the N word, by the way, if you don't know what the N word is, Google it. I'm not gonna fucking say it. I'm not that stupid. I don't need to be fucking chased down by every black man on Twitter now for using the N word. Um, it's not right. It's I don't care if you're trying to use it in a gangster context or you're trying to be all homie G and shit. Because at the end of the day, man, it's still one of those words that should never have been thought of. It's one of those words that you wish you could take out of existence. There are a lot of words like that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of words that people are real quick to use, but just they shouldn't be said. Uh, I come from Indian background, and due to bullying when I was younger as well. Sorry to go back to the bullying thing, but during my high school years, I ended up having to lie about my ethnicity because Indians having an Indian father was basically the dumbest thing I could have ever possibly have said in school. What it ended up being called a curry muncher every single day. Okay, so I can understand where there is a form of racism that would just piss me off personally. So to have that sort of racism thrown at me on Twitter, not that it's thrown at me, but it's prominent. It's right there. Your picture is blatantly white. You're throwing out the M bomb every which way you possibly can. So you know what? Just fucking quit it, you idiots. All right. Have a little bit more respect for the people that you seem to be trying to be like and clone. You want to be a black man? Be a black man. Cool. But at least show respect to the people that you're trying to be like. Want to be a white guy? Sweet. Stop using the fucking N word. Anyway, peeps, that's enough from me today. I hope I didn't go too long. I can't see his timer. Anyway, leave a comment, leave a like. If you want to, please subscribe. I'll see you guys later.